Culinary class wars
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
just sounds crazy because like nothing else uses the term class wars outside of the concept and like the possibility.
Nothing else uses the term class wars.
We're like we're culinary class wars. It's interesting. But it's really good food. Lots of good looking food.
Yeah, we're watching Traders right now, which is the show where you just have like a shit ton of reality show people like Survivor contestants and just like the worst of the worst on Bravo, and they're all like competing against each other.
And you said it's like Among Us. Which one is the what do they call it in Among Us when you're like it
The imposter.
the imposter?
Yeah, that's
Who's
the
the
traitor.
imposter?
Yeah,
That's the traitor.
that's the traitor. So what it is you have traitors and you have faithfuls. And you basically get put in the room with all these people, and Alan Cumming decides to like start talking to all of you while you're in his house, right? And it's his castle. I shouldn't call it his house. It's a castle. And he basically just like says to everybody, like, you have to compete in challenges and you have to work as teams. And there's like a group of people that will like slaughter you at the end of the night, like one by one, if you don't, make it like through or some shit, or they kind of like Survivor. They decide to vote you out in secret, basically. And it's these like three guys who nobody knows who's who, and they basically are doing that. That's a good explanation, right? Yeah, that's a good bullshit explanation.
It kind of reminds me of I think it's called $1 Million Secret.
Oh, we've talked about this, I think, because of that.
Yeah.
Isn't that the. Oh no, I'm thinking of the other one, the house one. What's the house show? You know what I'm talking
Talking to me?
about? Yeah, you.
Well, $1 Million Secret is in a house. It's in a mansion.
The one I'm talking about is the one with what's his
You're thinking of
face?
Fish Tank,
Fish Tank. Yes.
not
Yes.
Fish Tank.
Yeah. Did you know about that, Fish Tank?
Yeah. It was crazy because like season 3 was actually really entertaining, and that was my introduction to Fish Tank.
It's like House Survivor. Supposed to be on Fish Tank. Cobra? Oh yeah, you were saying that. King Cobra JFS was supposed to be on Fish Tank, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's that dude that we rest in peace.
Yeah, you love him. Yeah, you guys were like, yeah, rest in peace. He was great.
I randomly said something, and he goes, "Oh, you sound like that dude that like shreds on the guitar and like talks to people." And then he started describing. I'm like, are you talking about King Cobra right now? I'm like, I just found out who that guy is. And he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that dude shreds. And he's like, no, he doesn't. For a second, I felt like I was like, shit. I was like, should I tell him that I don't actually think he shreds and I was joking, or because the dude does like the same solo over and over again too.
He does solo covers.
Solo covers.
Singing.
He also used to take AI at the end. I was just gonna say, Culinary Class Wars, right? That was the cooking show.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Show.
Have you ever seen Iron Chef?
So that's the thing. I'm not really into watching cooking shows like that. Something about Culinary Class Wars. I just love it.
Something about Culinary Class Wars. Oh yeah, Cutthroat Kitchen's good. Yeah. It's the one where they like
I've
what
seen
is it?
a few. No, go ahead.
Oh no, it's the one where they basically have to make like, that's the one where they have to make like a really good like meal but prepared with like they keep getting like shit. Yes. But then sometimes shit gets like so they have like options, but like yeah, sometimes they get challenged to do like it a certain kind of way, like blindfolded, or like
Sounds dangerous to
A
cook
spoon.
blindfolded.
Or with a spoon, like an open blender to mix everything, like they get the crises.
that would be, yeah, it's crazy stuff like that. Basically, like just to like make it challenging, and they see who makes like the best like of that like dish at the very end. which honestly, a lot of them do a pretty good job.
I think they'll take away all their ingredients besides
Yeah.
like, potatoes or something.
Hey, they'll be like, yeah, they'll take away all their ingredients except potatoes.
I would love to just watch somebody who's blindfolded try to fry chicken, and watch like every time they like go near it, they're like just
Peel
getting-
it one-handed, blindfolded with like a spoon.
You know, I was gonna say they take away all their knives. Is one of them.
They're mixing bowls.
They're
Damn.
mixing bowls.
Do they do anything in the middle of them cooking?
Yes. they're like, all right, we're gonna do something else like every single like minute, and
Like a challenge, right?
they give them like 20, or no, they give them a certain amount, and then they have to spend out of that money. So if you want to sabotage people, you have to use the money that you have to like pay them to basically like get. So they're like, oh, like I'm gonna sabotage Joe because he's a good cook, like for like 20 grand, and he's gonna have nothing, but I'm gonna do good, but you have no money, and then whatever you walk away with is what you have. So it's like
You're like wagering
Your own
on
money.
screwing people over.
That's a good way to put it, actually.
Because I've heard of cooking shows where you spend money on what you're buying. I think that's like a new one. Maybe
they have a new one that's it's called like culinary cards or something, and now it's with cards. So you have to like they're like dealing decks of cards to like draw.
sounds
No,
great.
I swear to God, it's like this new thing I see.
That's crazy.
They're like, we're gonna draw an ace. You have to cook like I don't even know how that would work.
You have to cook creme brulee if you draw an ace.
Full house.
It reminds me almost of like tarot cards. You draw a certain card and you have to like go along with that. I'm not a big card person. You're like the food you got me, but the cards, nah,
Yeah.
not so much.
But I like Iron Chef because their Iron Chef like it was like way back in the day, and they would do like Japanese Iron Chef, so that's where it started. All like the real OG chefs, and they would all be like super like traditional. So it's like straight traditional Japanese cooking. Like they have like pictures hung up of like themselves and their family and like the leaders, and they're like in it, like their families are watching, and they have to cook like at like such a high level that it's like respectful. So it's like they're like going so hard because
That's why it's the Iron Chef.
because it's like literally, and then they put other countries in, so it's like Japan versus like like America or Germany, best chef of the whole like nation, and they're like head to head versing each other for like honor, and like it's like historic dishes of like thousands of year old like crazy dishes, and they have to like make it the best of the best. But that's where most of the cooking shows actually stem from. It's from that original Iron Chef was like the first model, I guess, for like
Yeah.
cooking. So everything was like after that.
That's awesome. I didn't know any of that though. Well, that makes sense though, because all the Iron Chef shows, like everything from that show, always has like that kind of like less of the Parisian kind of feel to it, and more of the Japanese feel. If that makes
It's like-
sense.
There's like Iron
Exactly.
Chefs, but
Yeah.
that's where like the chef from Nobu came out. He came out of that.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Like, invested in he invested in him as a person.
That's crazy.
So he's like, I believe in your cooking. I believe in you. So I'm gonna build all these restaurants. I'm famous. We're gonna blow this up.
He's like, you got the best kind of like sushi I ever ate. I gotta invest in your sushi. Oh, hey, either way, one of those Italians.
Yes, they invested in specifically, and then they blow up Nobu like to high end like Michelin star level, basically.
Oh shit.
Everything came from Iron Chef. It's a good hit.
They should do a trader's Iron Chef and just have it all be cooks and have cooking challenges.
Sounds cool.
Of everything though, because Traders has like Olympian chefs, like game players, reality stars.
Yeah, I like traders. Traders is the shit. They would. Hey, Speaking of Sylvester Stallone and Robert De Niro, yeah, hey, they should make a celebrity traders. That'd be awesome.
I think this is what this is supposed to be, but they're so low end celebrities.
Low end celebrities.
No one that would actually.
On last season, they had Zac Efron's brother.
You get Dylan.
They had Dylan Efron, and it felt like such like a B movie version of a celebrity to get was Zac Efron's brother.
Wait, he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Zac Efron's brother, he's awesome.
Because he got famous from this.
Oh yeah, he's the shit, dude. He's great. Yeah. Yeah. 10 out of 10. And
Crazy.
they have on the new season Travis Kelce's mom, which is kind of wild, you know, the future Mrs. Taylor Swift or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Travis Swift.
Travis Swift. Travis Swift doesn't even use her his name. Oh, hold on, I gotta fix this real quick.
You got like 10.
I know. This thing.
I think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are the only people that can take down Donald Trump.
Fuck.
I think it's up to them.
That's in this traders. Everyone's like, I don't want to vote for her in this because of the Swifties. Like, I don't want the Swifties to take this. They're targeting her.
That's hilarious. They got like a lot of fun like celebrities. They should have like a real celebrity traders though, not all these like B movies, and get everybody that like has been accused of Satanism on it.
That'd be cool.
Like real culty.
Yeah, real because it's already culty
Very
enough.
culty.
Yeah, it's super culty.
They should call it the vessel.
The
It's like the vessel of a demon, and that's the person who's the traitor.
Oh shit.
But they're all in a cult. They're all culty.
That's cool. Hey, that's a good idea. Tom Sandoval. Yeah, Tom Sandoval's the closest thing to a demonic entity they've had on so far. He's the one that we talked about in the Bravo episode who's like who's a real villain. Remember we did a whole episode about him. Yeah, we did pretty much all the Bravo part talking about how Tom Sandoval's terrible. James Kennedy's getting there though. He's doing better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See. Yeah, he's better. We like James Kennedy here. Yeah, he did come very far. Tom Sandoval, as far as James Kennedy went, Tom Sandoval went the opposite direction. But yeah, so yeah, Traders is great.
I think they're doing regular people.
To regular people,
ask
that's
about it.
yeah,
See if she wants to watch it.
that'd be cool. Yeah, you guys should definitely watch it, dude. It's actually like a show that will like I genuinely like I watch and keep up with because it's actually really good. And Villains too. It's what's Villains is like the same thing.
Reality bullshit. Like,
Yeah, but
this has more of like a the spooky.
Yeah.
Like,
culty.
like weird, and they do like dark kind of challenges. Like
Yeah, we're literally looking at Ron Funches, who's tied up and blindfolded with somebody with an axe swung over their shoulder, wearing an eyes wide shut type mask.
coming out.
Yeah, coming out in robes with fire. It's pretty culty. You can probably actually see it right now. Yeah, Ron Funches is on this season, and he doesn't even know what he's doing here, dude. He's so
That's awesome.
it's not though, because it's kind of sad because like yeah, he's kind of sad on it.
And then Michael Rappaport's just like
Yeah, Michael he's
Michael
kinda,
Rappaport's on it.
yeah, he sucks, but he's
That's the
entertaining.
craziest one.
That's the Nah, there's some crazy ones. Yeah.
when no one's speaking. He's like
Yeah.
I'm a faithful.
I'm a faithful. None of you all gotta believe me. I'm not a traitor. You rat bastards. But yeah, you guys should definitely watch it.
It's on everything. Yeah,
I mean, they got like 3 seasons to catch up on at this point. It's something we could talk about though on here. It's a good one. Villains too.
See,
But I mean, everybody knows that he's good. So,
see, good.
well, no, everybody knows he's a faithful. He just went so hard, yeah, on like, hey, everybody, I'm not bad. He went too hard at the beginning, and now like it kind of accidentally worked in his favor. You know what I mean? You know how some people, if you go too hard at the beginning of a, I'm talking to you by the way. You know how if some people you go too hard at the beginning of a show like that, like Survivor, or like a show where there's somebody in the crowd who's like supposed to like ramp up trouble so eventually. Well, he went way too hard, showing that he wasn't the one, where it seemed almost like it. And he's an East Coast guy, so it's like it makes sense. He just kind of acted like he does when he got like accused. He just went like tenfold on everybody else, and he just made himself look such like not like he was a traitor pretending not to be, that it was so funny to watch him. But then at the very end of like the third episode, I'm not trying to spoil it, but like there's somebody that he was like trying to like nail down as being a traitor that everybody else was just like kind of not really going along with until the end. And then it just kind of vindicated him completely. So it's like now everybody knows that he's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was great. Rappaport is funny. He's not, the greatest person, but funny.
He slapped Ari Shafir in the face.
He slapped Ari Shafir in the face. I didn't know that.
Look that up.
That is funny, but I didn't know that. I can't really look anything up right now because my computer can't be touched. I'd have to look it up on my phone. That is crazy. That's something I can picture though, because Michael Rappaport is just like he's such a jackass. He's very aggressive. Yes. There was a video I was talking about the other day actually of Michael Rappaport, and he was saying some shit on the street, and some guy goes, Rappaport, shut the fuck up. And
Nice.
he goes, yeah, and he just is like, hey, buddy, you shut the fuck up. And he goes, you're out here every fucking day ranting and babbling. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to fucking hear it. And it was the funniest fucking thing ever. It's just so funny seeing like people just like get just like fucking, I don't know. It's funny. It's funny.
He's a man of the people.
He's a man of the people. Which one, that guy or Rappaport?
Rappaport.
Yeah. I kind of, it sucks what happened to like a lot of those comedians. French Iron Chef. We're throwing on Iron Chef season 5, episode 1.
Let me know what they're cooking.
Let you know what they're cooking? All right, we got you. Did you hear that? One was like squid and they were going to put it on pizza. That actually sounds delicious to me.
That's
Squid
scary.
pizza sounds awesome. Scary? No, that sounds awesome.
That's like something I'd make in like Club Penguin on the pizza maker.
Tokyo 9. This show's that old? Holy shit. 1995?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I thought all these cooking shows were new.
This was the first.
Wow. Holy shit.
There are new Iron Chef episodes, I think, or like new spin-offs maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. This was the first one though. I didn't realize it went back like that.
They have this one cooking show and it's called what is it called? I think it's Two Fat Ladies.
Two fat ladies.
Nice. They cook some good food, I bet.
Yeah. Oh my God, do they cook good food? Like it's amazing. But they're like British. They're both British and
Oh, then you don't know if they cook good food or not though, if they're
They're
British.
probably the only people in the UK that know how to cook some good food.
facts. Like, some like duck, you know, like that type of shit. Yeah, I was gonna say, you like the duck.
Yeah, the duck's great.
You guys ever watch Barbecue Showdown?
I've seen that. Yep, when they have to go outside on the grills, and they do like little like they bring their own barbecue recipe, and then they go to each like little like what is it called, like a kiosk or table they set up, and then they'd be like selling
Yeah.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah, like the two fat ladies, like they pull up in like a side, one's in a sidecar, like wild, like. But that show was like in like the 80s type, like way back. Like those are like the first like kind of like Rachel Ray, or like the first like home style streaming cooking, like their own way kind of, and they would just like roast everything like very bluntly, like literally.
I was like, wait, do you mean roast it like dog shit? That's funny.
Ramsay is also, you know, very good. Oh, Gordon Ramsay, but he's like the more modern. He does like every other show.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's great. I love his
He does, like,
attitude.
30
He's like, I would feed this fucking shit to a donkey, but the donkey would spit it the fuck out. Remake it. You an idiot sandwich. Gordon Ramsay's one of those once in a lifetime treasures. You know, he went to Area 51.
What? Did he cook Alien?
He would say it was bad, I think.
Mm. Yeah, he would probably be like, this fucking Andromeda's uncooked. It's terrible. Chewy. It's too gamey.
Too much Vril sauce.
Too much brills. Get this lizard dry shit out of here. Who cooked this? Peter Thiel? Oh man. Yeah. Well, but that is a true thing, is I think we talked about this, but he posted a picture of himself on a private jet, right? And it wasn't really, I think it was a private jet. And some like internet guys like took the photo, and the mountain range that was on the picture in the back, like out the window, and they basically like broke it down and found out that it was actually like the Area 51 what do you call it, mountain range. You heard about that too? That shit was crazy. It led to like a lot of people like speculating like, why was Gordon Ramsay going to Area 51? And then you know what's crazy about that too is that a month later he was on a TV commercial. I shit you not. It was I think this was the Super Bowl. This was around the time of the Super Bowl, but a month later he was on a Super Bowl commercial where he actually is cooking for aliens in Area 51. And Pete Davidson is one of the aliens. Yeah. But isn't it weird that he actually like posted a picture of being at Area 51, like that people just couldn't figure out, and then like a month later did that commercial? That's weird.
That is weird.
Unless the picture was just like an Easter egg for that commercial, but it was just such a an ambiguous picture that you wouldn't even know that that's the mountain range behind Groom Lake unless you were in the know. You know what I mean?
That is weird, though. They're like over there, and then
Isn't that weird?
he lived in New England for a while to like the seafood, just to learn like about lobster in Maine, and so he did like to learn the best seafood, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he has kids and stuff. I guess he's friends with Ed Sheeran, and like did like a video with Ed Sheeran all the time.
Here's the picture. He's at Area 51. That's the mountain range
Yeah.
behind Area 51 right there.
I was watching a conspiracy show the other day, and it was these guys, like, they were videotaping them trying to go into Area 51, and they were like streaming it.
That's crazy.
And they got to the actual like border gate where it literally, like, they went past everything, got past it, went up to the border gate where like there's a sign, and it's like dirt biking, so they like went past that too. They passed a guy, and it was in like a truck, and the truck drove by them, and the two guys like literally were like eyeing them down, had glasses on, like military outfits, and like drove past them, right?
Mhm.
And then they thought they were gonna like turn around by them. No, like they got to the gate and then we're just about to cross it when the truck like pulled back around, sped up. They came after them, literally told them they were like, "You have to get out of this area." Like we were frantically like, "You need to leave now." Like they had guns on them, like big AKs and everything, and they were like, "You gotta go." Like they
That's
weren't
crazy.
cops, but they were like, "Dude,
Yeah.
like, we're gonna like." You could get charged like $1,500 fine or go straight to jail. Basically, they were telling them, and like why so hard where they're just like you gotta get the and it was like the middle of the desert, middle of nowhere. They were just dirtbagging, just chilling, and then they actually had
Military
the video.
secrets.
Exactly, and they were telling them like you need to get the fuck out or we're gonna like arrest you. And luckily they let them go, and they had the video on it, and it was posted like on the thing on the show that I was watching, and they were talking about it. But I was like, that's crazy though.
Yeah, but that was a short version of it, but like he goes into better detail about it, but it was kind of crazy because like it is like that is the mountain range behind Area 51, which is, and then he does that like crazy like shit. He does like that crazy alien commercial a month later, which is just weird.
I seen that too with this.
You saw that
Yeah, I
too?
seen that.
I saw that right after I saw this.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Dude, you gotta check out the commercial I just sent you. Also, well, check out both things. Check out the commercial and the So Gordon Ramsay posted that picture of himself at that spot, and then a month later he does that commercial that I sent you too, which is just weird. Like, why? What is it? He was feeling it. Yeah, he's like, "Wow, this is what happened to me in Area 51, and I'm gonna tell everybody in a funny little commercial." Yeah, his stuff is just out of this world.
Like he's. Ever watch Anthony Bourdain, The Parts Unknown?
Parts unknown. Yeah, I am a passenger.
Such.
Yeah, Anthony Bourdain was the shit. We like Anthony Bourdain on this podcast. We don't like that he looks kind of like Jeffrey Epstein, but yeah, but we like Anthony Bourdain. Yeah, that's a thing.
They have a table somewhere that he had dinner with Obama at this one restaurant, and like I think it's in like Japan or something, and they have like the table somewhere and they like ate together.
They just have it like carted
Yes.
off
Yeah, they
where
have it,
you
like, in a
can't get to it.
glass.
That's funny. Where Obama and Anthony Bourdain sat and ate in Japan. That's cool.
Japan is so great.
Japan is pretty
Of
cool.
course, they would hang out there.
Of course they would hang
I
out
mean,
there.
he's
Yeah, he is. He goes to Parts Unknown.
There's this one where he like has dinner on like a dinner boat in like Vietnam, and it's got like TV and like servants and like private chefs, and he's just like on this like dinner boat cruise.
Sounds
like,
wild.
He's just living like eating that crazy shit.
Enjoying his shit. It's like all the best parts of Temple of Doom, but none of the torture or the Kali Ma shit at the end. It's just all really good food at like a really remote location. That was Anthony Bourdain's shit. He was like Indiana Jones, but with food.
I remember watching. I don't remember if it was old or not, but I guess it's all old now. But it was him going to some country, and he was just staying with a family, and the guy was missing limbs from like a war that's been there, and then the whole episode he's talking about. Yep, there's like more landmines here than anywhere. There's so many people who are just missing limbs, and then the family just cooks him like a very modest meal. It's like thank you, and just keeps asking about the horrific things that happen in that country.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to get real local and deep. Like he's like, I don't just want the food. Like he's like, I need to know your whole family ancestry, the backstory.
Yeah.
He's like, how are you making this? Like literally, he's like, show me the back alley. I need to meet the cooks. Like
I need to meet the cooks.
need to know what's going on. That's what I like. He's like personable with everything. He gets way deep, but
That's
and he
good.
just
And they killed him.
And then they killed
They took him out.
He's like, no more meals, no more plates.
Yeah. So Harvey Weinstein had him taken out. Something happened. Yo, I could believe that Harvey Weinstein had him taken out.
I watched an old episode of something, and it was like in New York, and they were like I think Harvey Weinstein's here, like at the party.
Harvey Weinstein's here. Yeah, but they.
He had an episode where I think he went to Gaza.
Oh shit, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got literally everywhere.
At the time, that was definitely a part unknown.
It was, yeah, because like I had never even known about anything going on over there when he did that. And I only
That's
watched
what
it
I mean.
recently.
At the time, it wasn't like I'm not saying it wasn't a huge thing, but like it wasn't talked about. It was definitely parts unknown.
And by knowing what's going on over there, I'm going to stay neutral.
Okay. Yeah, we're neutral on that. What's another good TV show? Stranger Things is almost finished up. That's fun.
It
It is done.
Hey, I said it's almost finished up.
Well, there's
Cool.
going to be a spin-off, apparently. So
Well, yeah, I still haven't seen the rest of it yet, so I have no idea what happens the last 3 episodes. I right? That's what I'm at. The
Will
last
and
3
Vecna
episodes.
kiss.
What is it?
Will and Vecna kiss.
My bingo card of him coming out. And
Wait, does that actually happen?
yeah.
No
He- you know,
fucking
he's
way.
like-
He's not joking.
No, like in the story, to use my gayness against me, so I have to tell you guys because he's gonna use it against me. And I did not expect them to be like, "That's the secret Vecna's gonna use against you." Is you're
That's how the show ends.
not ends, but it's in the prior to the finale.
I know you're not joking with me, but what?
Yeah, they throw that out. It's a whole.
The clue is that Vecna's real name is Henry, and Henry actually went to school with Winona Ryder's character. And you'd think people were thinking maybe he was Will's father, but that
No,
was just
that's
like a
crazy.
red herring because it actually reveals like no, he was never interested in Winona Ryder because he was gay the whole time.
Well, Henry's also 1, so Henry's 1, which is part of 11's story. So he's the original 1 to 11. So he came from the lab, not even though he was a normal kid and had his own life. But he's 1. He's Henry. He's Vecna. He's like all above basically.
But Henry gets with Vecna. That's what
No,
happens.
Will does.
No, Will
I
doesn't
mean,
get-
what the?
Will doesn't get with
Yeah.
Vecna.
Sorry. What?
As a vessel, but the whole point is like he's like connected to him somehow because he was using him as a vessel at one point, because he was doing that. So he's connected to him in a way. So he like can feel him. So he's like thinking his thoughts to Will. He's like thinking about his thoughts and he's like gay. Like it's all, homosexual thoughts. So I'm gonna use that. Because nobody knows. So he's like, it turned out to be the biggest blackmail about homosexuality. That was like the biggest like turn in the show. But I told you it was gonna happen at some point. Like they're gonna be, talking about it because the whole story he was undertoning it. Like,
Yeah.
There was an interview with the kid who plays Will, and he kind of let slip that like, yeah, Vecna's misunderstood, and it's because he had a little smirk. He had a little smirk because he knew that his character was going to have a relationship with Vecna.
Wow. That's crazy.
but I mean, they're not attracted to each other. But
They're not. Oh
they're
my god.
connected to-
Oh, I misread the whole thing.
Yeah. But no, Will in real life is actually gay. Like he goes to like Pride and like he goes to like everything. Like in New York, like the last couple years he was there. So like he supports it fully, real life and out. So they had to do something to like.
Yeah. All right. So I just had the Stranger Things season kind of spoiled for me, but
To the finale. So that's just like
You still don't know that Eddie comes back.
No, Eddie's not. Eddie's not coming back.
Hey, don't fuck with me like that. Eddie's great.
There's a thing that said
Yeah, they
that's,
really
like,
dropped the ball on that one.
exactly. Everyone wanted that, but they said that that was one of like the hardest deaths in like any sequel, almost, that when Eddie wants to die, like it hit everybody and everybody loved him and wanted him to
Well,
come back.
they should have. They should have brought him back
They should've.
undead.
They should. I thought he would be, in the
Yeah,
upside
you
down.
were saying that would happen.
I want to see him like in a form that's almost like Vecna but different.
Right, like he could have been in
Like a
Upside
metal.
Down.
He's like a metal like guy now.
He turned into like a bat.
That'd be sick if he could turn into a bat.
Yeah,
A
bat
metal
wings.
coming out.
Coming out shredding. Like King Cobra.
But I was
R.I.P. King Cobra. Yeah, that's crazy. It's wild that he would die right after Ozzy died. It's like he knew. I still want to know why he died. Why did King Cobra die?
they brought out the autopsy.
Unhealth.
Basically,
That is basically what it is.
to somebody, but I was like, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Like basically, like his health is like
He's gonna die at some point.
His cough was giving. Giving. But the night he died, he was streaming, and then he like got drunk, and I guess like his phone was broken, so he couldn't call anybody. He ended
Oh,
up
God.
he ended up like streaming, drinking, and then I guess
Forever more treatment.
he like went to lie down because the whole stream he's like, I'm not feeling good, my stomach hurts. He went to lie down, and I guess like the autopsy came out that it was a not even like an overdose. It was a heart attack. So he like his heart just gave out, and then he ended up passing away. And
Jesus.
like in his sleep, like at his trailer, which is like his whole like downfall in the past
Fucked up.
year was like leading up to that, which is crazy because
This guy was like 33.
I bet he didn't drink enough water.
he didn't know what that was.
Yeah, he didn't like water at all. That was like, yeah, he hated water.
I mean, he was making his own
Same.
weed and like making his own alcohol. I mean, he was drinking
That
all sorts
too.
of fermented concoctions and
Yeah.
weird drugs and weird. He was taking anything he could, like doing anything, drinking 24/7, mixing every kind of fluid every day.
Yeah, he did like crazy, and there's even like speculation that he was like taking drugs with this like crazy like fucked up monster that like he invited to his house.
I mean, it's crazy because he came from being single, independent at the apartment, chilling, living his life, doing okay. Like he was
Yeah.
doing deals, and he was going in the up, and then he got with
that gargoyle
that thing, and that thing brought him down completely. Like, and then he
Yeah.
ended up alone, broke in a trailer.
There's streams where they're yelling at each other, and then there's like streams where you can hear them like huffing like spray cans in the back. So like they're like clearly like huffing shit.
Taking
It was probably Jankum.
Jankum. No, it wasn't Jankum. Yeah, but he was definitely smoking like yeah, huffing cologne just get drunk at that point. Yeah, but cologne's not gonna do much. It's alcohol. So it's just gonna get you like drunk.
Get the cheap stuff.
I guess so. That's true. Yeah. He wanted that real cancerous shit, like that fucked up shit.
He was eating too. It's not anything beneficial.
Yeah. Oh, dude. He would cook shit and then he would leave it out.
Dude.
And then he would wake up like the next day because he'd pass out because he would leave it out to cool down, and he would wake up like the next day and just start eating it.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Dude, no, he would dude, he was a treasure. Like he'd get
Done
up
that.
and then he'd get up and immediately
Do it every day.
stumble.
One time my friend came over to my house. This is when I was like a kid. And he just saw KFC chicken that was on the floor of my bedroom. And he was like, "Oh, sweet. Do you mind if I have that?" And he just picked it up. And I said, like, "Sure, but like I don't even remember if that's from yesterday or the day before." And he ate it.
How Like what? That's crazy.
Yeah, how old were you when that happened? We want to know.
I was probably like 14, maybe 15.
So your buddy definitely should have known better than after you said that.
Yeah, he was older than me.
That was great. Holy shit. But yeah, that's some King Cobra shit. Like what else would he do? Name some more things. Cause it's wild, dude.
Get up and like literally just start like drooling and spitting. Then you turn to the camera and like fart, and then
Yeah, that bothered me.
like every minute, like, and then he'd burp, and then like literally just be like dripping down his face. Dude, he'd order when the fans would order him sauce sandwiches from Subway with only sauce. So like the fans would like send him food
Oh.
while he was on stream, but they'd give him like the worst order they could possibly order it, but he'd still eat it because he was so broke and so desperate.
They would DoorDash the shit out of him like every day. They would like send like 4 DoorDashes to him, and like constantly like he would just get like nonsense food sent to him.
Just lettuce, sauce, and like he would like
Just lettuce, all sauce.
So his fans were enabling his death.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
His head to think everyone was fucking with him. Like it was very.
Yeah. He basically felt like he was being gang stalked at the end.
Dude,
Or they'd show up to the bars that he was in.
He needs to get out of here, and like keep calling the bar, so the bar would be like, "Who the fuck keeps calling?
Yeah.
Stop calling this place." And he's like, "Dude, it's not me. It's my trolls. Like they're ruining it for me." And the bar,
He would say that too.
I don't give a fuck. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Like you're banned. So he's banned from multiple restaurants because of the trolls. Like he can't go anywhere. Like
And he constantly says trolls too to people. Like, so like if you were somebody who's out in
The
the
trolls
real
are
world,
out to get me.
well, exactly. If you were somebody who was out in the real world and somebody was just like, it's my trolls are trying to get me. If you heard that, if you had no measure of like
who
think,
this guy is. Like,
yeah,
I have no idea.
exactly. You'd be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Like, views and was blown up. Like even the mayor of his town, he lives in like Casper, Wyoming, but the mayor of his town found out about him and was like interviewing him and talking with him. Like he was like, something, but he was severely autistic. He would use that every day.
Yeah, that was his
His
thing.
crutch. He'd be like, "You're gonna troll the autistic guy? Like, are you serious? Like, what's wrong with you?" Literally, like, his favorite things, he hated sickos. He hated anyone.
Yeah, we hate sickos on here too. Yeah.
Like Seth Green.
Consenting.
Yeah, Seth Green's a sicko in King Cobra's definition.
He's all for
Orange guy.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was just something else. And he was a gothic bad boy that wore a cowbell on his neck. And he would shred guitar, but he had like a lazy eye, receding hair. Like one of his best friends was completely like blind and like
One of his other best friends was going to jail, but also transitioning.
yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was that was like the last one I remember because that was right before like he like passed.
Yeah. I mean, last Christmas or the Christmas before, he got arrested at the parking lot because he got too drunk and like passed out on Christmas in the parking lot, like with his dad, and it's like, and then he got arrested, went to jail on Christmas, like.
Didn't he get into a fight with his dad at one point and got arrested?
Yeah, gave him like they send him bottles every day, cigarettes, like money for food, this and that. But
Yeah.
he would get paid out, like when he'd stream, but
He would still like have no money at some point. Yeah.
he needed the money, so he'd like entertain it, but he was living in a loop. But
So if the fans want to see my early death, please send a shit ton of money to me.
send gifts.
Yeah, send gifts, send money. I put me in an early grave. Just send as much money as possible.
Enable me.
Enable me.
But But yeah, no, and then like he lived in an apartment at the time, so you just have people like randoms come through. I mean, he had like noise complaints every day. Like, so he stayed there a while till he got eventually kicked out from his crazy girlfriend in the end, and then his dad like got him a trailer, took him in, and then that's where he ended up like passing and stuff. But like, yeah, he was streaming for since when? Since like what? Like
20.
no, 2000, like 2008. Yeah, he was streaming like literally like 2010s, doing videos. He was working at Wendy's.
I thought it was like the early 2010s. I didn't know it was like late 2000s. The Wendy's era.
But he made wands for a living because he was a high class wizard. He
He was a high class wizard.
but he made like fans bought him, so he like would make wands in the lathe every day, like, and then sell those. But like he would take forever to pump them out, like, cause he just get fucked up all the time, saying on camera. But yeah, I always wanted one of his wands though. Like that would have been cool.
Yeah, you should have gotten one of his wands.
Wait, he made wands?
Yes, like he handcrafted like wooden wands.
Yeah, his dad got him a lathe to do it.
So he would sit and make wands and then sell them for money. So he'd be like, I'm selling wands today, and then he'd have like his own merch he'd produce and try to sell, and then he would also, like try to get money from everyone else. So like he was doing okay, but he could have stayed with it, but he never really.
He
Magic
didn't
can be
really.
pretty destructive. So
In his stream, he would do chi balls. So you pay him like $5, and he'd like build up a ball of energy, and then he'd like send it your way with like something to say. So he'd like build up a chi ball, and then
I didn't know about that.
yeah, send it. So they'd be like, "Do a chi ball for me," and then he'd like make it and then send it out.
I only just started liking this guy now.
I only
hearing
did. No, he.
Wands, sending people spells.
So he was literally one of a kind. Like I've never.
Yeah, he was a unique
met
individual.
anybody like him. Like he was very articulate and he would like to talk, but at the same time he'd be like slurring and like also like on tangents. A lot of tangents.
He's a druid.
Yeah, he was.
Dude, he would talk about magic all the time. Like he would talk about magic like a lot. He'd be like, the dark forces are out to get me. He'd be like,
Probably would.
Yeah, no.
You would have loved him, dude, honestly.
What's his name? Danny Brown wanted him on his podcast.
Danny Brown talked about him. Yeah. He talked about him on like Your Mama's House or something like that. I forgot.
Mom's House podcast.
Something like that. Or Joe Rogan.
To do that, he was getting offers from Danny Brown, like recognition everywhere. I mean, he was up to like a lot of subscribers, getting like thousands of views each stream, like 50,000 or more.
Danny Brown should have really like hooked him up at one point, like had him like come down like for free. Yeah.
I mean, someone did a documentary on him. They actually flew out and did a full documentary with him and filmed his life, like a day in the life. And like a lot of people were trying to get that culture from him and get that like content because it was so like rare to be.
Even his girlfriend was trying to exploit him. Like exploit.
You guys hear about that that guy who was like just featured on some other guy's live stream as just a punching bag and like an abuse doll, and then he died. Like they would literally just beat the shit out of him on stream. I've never heard of this until after I heard about this guy dying because of it, and apparently it was very popular. And I'm like, what the? It's a corner of the internet I had no idea existed, and it's so dystopian and awful.
Beating people for entertainment.
They just had a guy that they would just beat the shit out of on stream.
They would pay they would pay him to just be there and to like take the abuse. And he was probably getting paid so much money that he like was like, do whatever you want. This is perfect. I just need drugs after this.
That's how kind of I don't know if you've ever seen Perry Caravello, the guy from that movie that I showed you.
Oh yeah,
Perry. Yeah.
Windy City.
Windy City Heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like these.
Heard of that movie?
You'd love it, dude.
It's like but these like low key like LA culture guys like that were there, like, you know, like way back like 80s, 90s they were there coming up. But so he knows a lot of LA people, but he does streams as well now.
We gotta tell the audience. I might have even talked about this at the beginning of the pod, and that's why you've heard of it, but you might have even heard of it independently too. But we gotta tell them what Windy City Heat is, because it's one of the wildest like movies ever. So they got this guy that she's talking about, Perry Caravello, and he's like this really weird. I'm not saying this to like trash him either, but he's like a dumb Sam Kinison. If that helps you, I think that would help you get like an idea of who he is.
He's like short, 20 talks.
He goes, yeah.
So he's
Yeah. Yeah. He's a dumb Sam Kinison. Well, there was one that in particular that I wanted you that I think that you'd love, and it's they're making a movie in the thing, and they're pretending to make this movie with him as the star. Yeah. But it's essentially the whole movie that they're trying to make is really just to prank him throughout the production of the movie. So like they're making a fake movie, but the intention of the real movie is like a documentary to prank this guy.
But
That
they have like real stars in it. Like,
yeah.
Like they do a Hollywood trailer. I'm talking
Yeah.
like they really sell it that they're doing this on him. And like I even think SpongeBob, what is it?
The guy who plays SpongeBob.
Yes, the guy who was it Tom Kenny?
Tom Kenny, yeah, exactly.
Kenny. He's actually in person in Windy City Heat, like talking to him and like gonna do something with him, and like it's crazy because he's at a par even.
Yeah. It gets wild, but they like, but they spend the whole movie just like pranking this guy. The baseball bat one is the one I wanted to tell him. I forget how exactly it goes, but like they're doing an action scene.
Every time he's like, "Can I get a stunt double for this?" Oh. Like, no, like you don't need a stunt double for this.
We got. Oh, I'm gonna tell him about that one too. The stunt double thing. That's hilarious. So like he's like talking about how like he's doing his own stunts or whatever. They're like telling him he has to do his own stunts, and they're doing a scene where he's tied up to a chair, and they keep going over to like baseball bats, and one of them is like a rubber bat and one of them is like a real bat, like a fake bat and then a real bat. And I forgot how exactly it goes, but they keep screwing up like where the bat orientation is, right? And he keeps getting like it's like starting to scare the shit out of him that he's gonna get like the shit kicked out of him with a real bat. So he starts like freaking out, like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And they keep like coming out and they're like, dude, like you got to do your own stunts, all this and that. I think that there was another one with a dumpster, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say they make him get in the dumpster. Like,
yeah.
Literally, and they're like fully get in. Like there's just disgusting things. Like I'm not getting in the dumpster.
And they made him sit in there for a while, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get in this dumpster.
So at a certain point, he I forget he's like, I can't do this. Like you guys got to get like a stunt double. Like this is too much for me. Like I can't handle all this. And they're like, okay, that's fine. We'll get you a stunt double for the next scene. So they get him in for the next scene, and it's a sex scene. And and they get him like to like act like all natural and like he's gonna like get into it, and all of a sudden they're like, all right, cut. And they grab him and he's like, what the fuck, guys? And they're like, oh yeah, we're giving you a stunt double
for like the best scene of
yeah.
He's like, I thought I was gonna get it. He's like, no. He's like, we told you, like, you don't need to be in this.
You said you wanted a stunt double, so we're giving you the stunt double.
50 shakes on a retake of like shit they blended up, but they're like, keep drinking it. We didn't get.
That was like one of the first ones,
yeah.
wasn't it?
And then after that, he was like, next time I need a stunt double. So then they tried to do that with him.
That's what that was.
Yeah,
Yeah, they tried to do the stunt double after that. Didn't they do like a double with the person too?
yeah.
That the person that he it was like yeah. I think they did like a stunt double with the hooker or whoever like was like right that was the person and at first it was just and then like a porn star or something and then but then they put like an old crack whore looking like woman as the as like the stunt double for her.
They got him all the bad ones. So
Yeah, it was hilarious.
he like was kind of in Hollywood staying for a little bit, like under the radar, but he kind of knew everybody. But he does streams and stuff now. He streams and like does different stuff, but all on his streams basically is what I was getting at. He sits there and people just literally throw money at him, and he has a moderator that just like is like, Perry, nope, you're gonna do this today. Like literally controls his life. He's like, nope, the fans want to see this. You gotta do this. Like just make him do like the worst shit ever, and they make fun of him like all day, and they basically beat on him and like make fun of him, and they say things that triggers him, and like it's really hilarious because he's how old now, and he's just like sitting there. He wears adult diapers on stream.
Oh my
He
god.
wears the adult diapers, and like everyone like is like he's like literally stands up. You can like see the diaper, and like he like doesn't go like it's crazy, but yeah, he's like a big baby basically. But they like pay all this money to fuck with him and make fun of him and do all these crazy like things. Like they got like a fake food delivery to his house and like got a camera double and like showed people outside his house and doing this, and he would like freak out, and like he's so weird about his apartment, his credenza. Nobody messed with his credenza.
Nobody messed with his
He
credenza.
loves his credenza. Like he's like, I swear to God. And then like he like hates this one person in his family, so they talk about that. And like he has this guitar that's like signed famous from somebody, and they're like, I heard you did this with the guitar. Like it's mad funny. But yeah, but he's still like acting low key. He does streams, but he just did a movie in like the Wild Wild West. And when he was doing the movie in the Wild Wild West, it was like a low budget movie, but he said on his stream,
You mean a Wild West movie, not a movie within the Wild Wild West universe. I just want to throw that out there in case our listeners get confused. They love the Wild Wild West on this podcast. This is a Wild Wild West pro podcast. We love the giant spiders here, but go ahead, keep going.
just came out with that. But in his thing, he would be like, whoever wants to, be a extra actor in this movie, like pay me 5,000, like I'll hook you up, like you can come be in this movie with me. Like he was promoting that pretty hard.
Oh shit, I would do that.
And, like,
That's what he. Yeah. Hey, I want to be just like this guy.
being a star.
He's basically like the Hollywood version of King Cobra. He just didn't, die tragically in a house in Wyoming.
Like he freaks out, bro. He'd be like, I'm going down. I'm out of breath.
I'm going down. All the sort of good streamers, the oddballs. That's kind of what they are, is oddballs.
Very interesting.
Yeah. What else do we got? What are some other products of society? That's kind of what that is. Oh, that's what I mean. Like it's a product of.
Sorry if I was going quiet. It's just I couldn't hear all the audio, so I didn't want to interrupt during the conversation.
Oh no, you're good. Did you get the gist of it?
I think so.
All right. Next time I'm gonna give her a mic, so it's a little bit easier.
Hell yeah.
I can sort of hear you, but at the same time, I can't tell if it's in real life or for the thing. Sorry. Yeah, when I edit this over, I'll take your bits and I'll just bump up the audio. Turn it up. That's life, right?
I just looked this guy up, and it says that he sued Johnny Knoxville because on a radio show, he said he'd pay him a bunch of money to put his nuts in a mousetrap, and I guess he actually did it and got hurt, and they didn't pay him.
Oof. You talking about Perry?
Yeah.
That sucks because I like Johnny Knoxville.
I mean, he does stuff like that, and
Yeah.
that's why people fuck with him because
Yeah.
they really do like.
Well, I would picture that as more of a Steve-O thing to do, is not paying the guy. I'm just saying. Or Bam. They're all about their nuts.
The snake off.
Now, my favorite thing with Jackass was when Brad Pitt got abducted. We've talked about that before, but that was my favorite. Yeah. Well, they fake kidnapped Brad Pitt in like 2000 when he's like a huge star. They like he's buying hot dogs on the side of the street, and they basically pull up with a van and they run and grab Brad Pitt like all masked up and shove him in a van and just film people's reactions in the crowd after that happened. I love that. I don't. That is like Borat. Well, Brad Pitt knew. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Did she sue Sacha Baron Cohen? Oh, ads. Dino Blade. What the fuck is this?
You didn't have to open that right now.
Yeah, I'll watch it later. That is a crazy looking game, but I'm glad I opened it right now because that game
That was
looks wild.
a crazy ad.
I
I was like, that's not what I sent him.
I think the ad was the craziest one.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna cut that ad out and replace it with something else. Yeah.
Are you a really cool guy? Are you too cool?
That's what the ad I'm gonna replace it with. It. Are you a super cool guy? Do you only do cool things all the time? Well, then this is your product. That was great. Holy shit. That was funny as shit. But yeah. So yeah. That's crazy that Johnny Knoxville that he sued Johnny Knoxville. Did he win any money?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Maybe.
well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. With the way that guy's life's going, that makes total sense.
It also said that he claims this Hollywood casting agent offered him sex for.
Yes, I was gonna say that's his biggest thing. They talk
Yeah,
about
he
it.
like. But he names the guy, and the guy's like, "That's not true." But then the guy's like, "He actually offered me sex, and I said no." And it's like, I think he's actually right. I think
No, he actually talks about
I
this.
think that did
issue.
happen.
He did. He sucked a guy off, right? He sucked a guy off,
Yeah.
and he says he's not gay. So
What
he
the fuck?
sucked him off to get a part in a movie back when he was younger. So like Hollywood producers would come up to him and like they would try to basically he was like they tried to persuade me, but really he was like he came up to them and was like, dude, like I literally sucked you off to be in this movie, you know what I mean? But he was that
Holy shit.
desperate. But he did claim on the thing that he did do that, that was real, but everything else is like he's like, I'm not gay. So the whole stream everyone's like, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay, he's like, no, like I'm not gay, like it was one time, like
Dedicated.
appreciate.
No hate, appreciate. I like that. Oh yeah. It was just something that I realized, but that was fun. We are talking about reality shows.
That guy. One more fact about that guy, because I looked him up, and I these facts keep coming back to me as we talk. He also ran for president
It sounds about right.
in
That's
2020, and he campaigned saying that like he's gonna abolish money, he's gonna legalize weed, even though it's like mostly like already heading that direction. And he said he was gonna ban gay marriage and like make it illegal to be gay.
Dude, that's crazy. He hated the manager experience that much or agent experience that much.
That's just like crazy backpedaling. Like he just let slip one story, and ever since he's been escalating in the other
that's what I'm saying.
direction.
He denies it so hard that it's like crazy. It's like, bro, like he's trying literally exactly. Yeah, and they'll talk about that on the stream, like the whole situation with that and him running and all the other stuff. But like, it's so crazy. It's like literally. He's like, I swear I'm not.
In the backpedaling, he's trying so hard.
On his stream to like, he was like, I got so and so, and they're gonna come on and like talk with me and da da da. And he goes on and he's just like, bro, I don't know who you are. Like, I think he kept saying like this one actor so hard and like, you know, bringing him into it. And he was like, he finally got into it because his name was being thrown out so much that he went on the stream and was like, he's like, and I don't appreciate you talking about me, and I don't know who you are, and like, you need to just like stop, bro. Like,
We should try to get this guy on stream.
I mean, you
Could.
yeah, for his
Yeah. We could have had him.
stream.
He's on Smiling Friends.
We could ask him about that. Our first celebrity guest.
the biggest. Yeah, he's actually something, you know, in the LA scene, so he's had to do something, but you know, he worked his way there, so.
Do you think he or Little Annie would be a bigger get?
Dude, it's funny that you say that. Is I was just thinking that we should just write a list of all these people that we could probably get that are like low-key celebrities, like you're saying, Little Annie, Jake
I bet
Lloyd.
you could get Michael Rappaport on.
I bet we could.
If he's doing traders, then anything's possible.
Yeah, we probably could get Michael. Dude, that would be
We need to
hilarious.
interview you about traders. We need to talk.
Yo, if any of the listeners could get us in touch with Michael Rappaport or this Perry Caravello fella or Jake Lloyd, really, if you could get us with Jake Lloyd, that would be the best.
I mean, you could get Jake Lloyd.
I could get Jake Lloyd. Los could get Jake Lloyd for us.
That's crazy.
Because they have that relationship prior to this whole thing. So there's a chance that Jake Lloyd will remember Los from way back then.
This sounds like the relationship between Will and Vecna.
Hey, I was just thinking this sounds like we're getting the the Z-list celebrity Avengers. We should do that. We should get all these guys together. Go ahead. What's another one? What's another Jeffree Star?
No, the trans community plus Wyoming, because he moved to Wyoming.
I didn't know that.
He started a jerky business and like a bison jerky business, and he has his own like jerky line now. Left the LA scene. He's like full cowboy.
So that's somebody we could get.
No, you can't get Jeffree. Jeffree's.
That's old school internet. So that's basically a celebrity.
He might be an alien. That guy.
That's
I didn't know that.
but homophobic and like gay rights and was talking about it and saying like how nowadays you know, like especially kids and the genders are being pushed so hard and like, you know, have like gender affirming like therapy and like all this kind of like, you know, the mindset behind it. And like when he was at a certain age and like him doing it, it was more like, oh, like, you know, like be who you are. Like if your parents are like, you know, like just be you. Just if that's you, then go for it. 100%.
Yeah.
Dedicate. Be who you are.
Don't let your parents push you into anything.
Exactly. He never listened. Nothing. Was like, that's just who I want to be, and that's what I did. But like nowadays, he was even commenting on that himself as somebody that's trans and everything, and he was like, I don't, you know, appreciate these views and how people push it so hard on their kids, like, you know, like he was like saying like getting like, you know, 8-year-old like putting boobs on an 8-year-old. It's like why do you want to go that far at that age and push it and make it like a conversation and a thing when like you shouldn't be pushing it. Like I think everything should be natural, and that's coming from Jeffree Star of all people, you know what I mean? So it's like if he's like, you know, saying that, it's kind of ridiculous how, you know, I feel like anyone who they are should be who they are and be accepting of that. And
Yeah, let's put that at the front too. Like,
Like-
everybody should do whatever they want. Like, that's
But
definitely the
it's
views.
like if you want to do that, do that. Don't do it because
Yeah.
you're growing up or think it's this way or
Or
that
somebody's
way.
pushing you into it.
Exactly. But he was coming out and saying a lot of different stuff recently about very strong stances on all of it. Basically.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it's becoming a major thing.
yeah.
What are some other like Z-list celebrities that we could potentially have on?
Streamers, YouTubers,
Yeah.
those are more
David.
different.
Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. Influencers.
Do a house. It's this one guy with like a mustache. I forgot his name, but they're local. They get a lot of views and stuff like around there. Let me think of their names, but they would like do a collab or something like that on anything. Like they're always streaming and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I just want to have odd characters on though.
I mean, they're definitely.
They're definitely odd. Oh, I got one. Ahmed Best. You know
Who's
who I'm
that?
talking? You don't know? That's Jar Jar.
Is he a weird character?
But no, well, it's the guy who played Jar Jar Binks. It's
If we could get Jar Jar Binks on, that'd be crazy.
Like the Jar Jar Binks.
That's what I'm saying. Well, here's the story with Ahmed Best is like I wanted to actually I had an idea about like doing like a movie about this guy's life. But he's basically like he played Jar Jar Binks and it ended up ruining his life and driving him like near like you know like he like went like psycho. Like he like tried to off himself and like all this crazy shit because he couldn't get work or like Hollywood pretty much completely disowned him because of Jar Jar Binks.
It's a lot of people.
Where that character just ruins their
reputation.
entire life.
Some people can't get over that. That's your character, but
And you know what? That's it. It's cool to be known by somebody, but at the same time, I guess that's like typecasting. That's like Superbad, the kid from Superbad. I think we were talking about that recently. The kid from Superbad got like typecast for like years as like the nerdy guy. I mean, that's what he was.
I think I said before, I don't think he should blame Superbad. He just does kind
I
of
was
seem
gonna
that way.
say that.
That's more personal, she says. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, now he plays dads, so
He's
that
projecting.
works. He's what is it? He's projecting. He's like he's basically now turned into Ed Helms. The kind of like stuff that Ed Helms was getting back in the day, now he's getting. He needs his hangover in the office.
He's lucky to be like Ed Helms.
A lot of child actors that get stuck in one thing and can't.
Yeah, Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman's like the ultimate child actor that just kind of got stuck being the same dude over and over again.
Like
Macaulay Culkin.
To this day, people like
Yeah, I wouldn't hire Macaulay Culkin for a movie.
But
Hey, he's doing great though. He's married to Brenda Song. That's crazy. Like what? They do. And then
he said they fuck with like London Tipton, but they're like basically no cred on Home Alone for him.
that's hilarious. There's no cred on Home Alone for him. He looks like the same person. How can they not? Like both the parents look like the same person. That's what he looks like the little kid though. He's got like the same.
Face.
Yeah.
His body is way different.
Yeah, that's true. He was looking a little rough there at one point. No offense to him. Hey, we could get Macaulay Culkin on this show.
That'd be cool.
That would be the biggest celebrity ever. Toxoplasmosis too. That would be cool. Yeah, I would love to hear him talk. I'm not even joking. That would be fascinating. He's like an expert at this point. I'd ask him about what it's like being married to Brenda Song. I'd be like, hey, do you have like any mementos from the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody or Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior?
Do you know she actually got into Harvard before acting? She actually got into Harvard, and
I didn't know that.
she said, "No, I'm gonna be an actor instead," and like got in everything young, like literally like 16 got in, and then said no, and then went into acting. So it's like she's smart, you know. She could have went places, but instead she chose to be Brenda, which she chose to be London Tipton, which is crazy because that she looks like such a dumb character in there,
Yeah.
but she plays such a good, you know, stupid person, but she's actually very, very intellectual in real life.
They're all supposed to be like on
The
that show,
opposite,
yeah.
yeah.
Even like Ashley Tisdale, she plays
Right.
like so prudish,
Yeah.
but like in real life, she's very just chill.
I mean, I think they ditz up everyone in that, even like even the adults. Like,
Oh yeah,
because that's how Disney.
Mosby was chill. I like Mosby.
Yeah, he was the most on it.
Yeah, he was cool. And him in other movies and shit too. Like he just popped up around that time in like random movies. Remember that movie I like, Surviving Christmas? He he's in that as a lawyer, like just randomly. Yeah, there's a lot of good characters and actors and shit like that.
Kieran Culkin's a really good actor.
Oh, we could have him on. Oh no, he's too high profile now, right?
He is.
Dude, yeah, Dylan Efron.
That's
Dylan Efron.
Oh my god, that's like everything the show's about is Dylan Efron. Everything the celebrity portion of this podcast is about is Dylan Efron. He sums it up.
When and I were watching him on Dancing with the Stars, like of all the people dancing, we'd always whenever we watched them, we'd both be like, "Oh my god, like they're being way too graphic with this dance."
What?
some of it's
Yeah.
like risque.
They're like, yeah, their every dance was like very, very sensual.
Dylan Efron was getting crazy.
Andy Richter was on it, which is crazy, and all of his dances were like completely sexless.
Sexless.
He can't move like that.
He can't, and then he was dancing with like a 25-year-old.
How do you dance sexless? How do you have like no sex appeal when you dance? I'm not
Like dancing like a silly dad with your daughter.
Really bad.
like I don't even.
You guys should watch it.
I remember when he did it because I remember Boston Rob posting about it. Boston Rob from Survivor, he posts because he's all buddies with him.
Oh, I love Boston Rob.
They did Traders together, so Boston Rob, Dylan, and then somebody else. They all went from the Traders to go see him dance, and they're all posting that.
Boston Rob was on Traitors, not Villains. Thought he was on Villains. Oh shit! Yeah, that was weird.
Twist spin off.
Yeah, Deal or No Deal Island is such an odd concept. They're like, oh, Survivor and Deal or No Deal. Let's just combine them.
I was watching Deal or No Deal randomly because my TV went to like the I think actually it was actually Deal or No Deal TV. It was like a whole channel that was nonstop Deal or No Deal.
Whole channel.
So whenever I turned my TV on to go straight to that, but I was watching it and I realized like that's the worst game ever. It's just like
Why?
it's just like opening up boxes. It's just pure rush of like, did I lose money or gain money? Did I lose money or gain money? Did I lose money or gain money?
There's no game to it.
They had a Mad TV skit back in the day, way back before like anything. But they had Mad TV, and they had a skit from that, and it's Deal or No Deal, and it's the Key and Peele, and they're like both doing it, and it's fucking hilarious. Like they literally, it's so funny. You have to look it up, but it's on YouTube or something. But they did a whole Deal or No Deal, like basically roasting the show and like how like they get a call and then they're like doing the cases. Like it's
funny.
mad funny, but they're always like, you know, there's someone on it that's the whole time is like no deal, like the whole
I
time.
will say that's
I think I remember
that's
that.
the only part of the game that I'm like, oh, okay, maybe there's something here is when the banker calls and they have to decide, are you gonna throw away a chance at sure shot money? Are you gonna go big?
Yeah, because the banker calls to basically estimate what you have. So it's like if you have this amount of cases, this, like I'm gonna give you this for it. So all that call is getting is like, hey, this is our, you know, offer. But again, it's like if you know you got something more and more cases, it's like, obviously, you know.
You want to hear something crazy? I was watching another episode, and this woman's going for it, and she's getting like really good money right away. Like she's getting all the small cases. She has very good odds,
That's always what
and
happens.
it her husband's one of the people that stands next and like yells like, "Oh, go for it! Don't go for it! Whatever the
It's
hell."
always the family that fucks it
Yeah,
up, literally,
and
or the crowd.
he keeps insisting like, "Don't worry, like that's not a lot of money." They're like $100,000, and he's like, "Nope, say no. It's not a lot of money."
Yeah, literally.
But then, fucking, he asks talks to the banker. He's like, "Oh, this is a very very interesting offer," and he says that like he says a lower number than they're expecting, and then he says plus hair plugs for your husband because he's bald.
In there.
I swear to God that
The
happened.
negotiation. They'll do that.
I
They'll be
think
like, and they'll throw in a free trip or like a house.
Yeah.
That's
I think
cool.
I've seen like a house one time. They were like, dude, we'll buy your house or like give you a car.
We'll pay off your
Because I
mortgage.
think they tell personal stories before, so they know what they need and want. So they're like,
Yeah.
oh man, like my car just broke and I need a house. I'm doing this for my house. And they're like, we'll give you a house. You want to leave right now? And then they're like, no, I need more. Like people just get greedy and they're like, I'm going for the
I
million.
think-
I'll buy 10 houses.
I think all the people on that show and a lot of other game shows are not poor.
Right, right. To
No
get
one's
on,
poor because
they're all
if
middle
they had a
modern
poor
class
person,
and up.
they'd be like, "Oh, $25,000 score." Yeah, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to lose that.
As soon as I hit 100,000, I'd be like, done.
Well, that's like the
No more playing around. I'm
The-
taking.
the Mad TV. Like that's what they joke about. They put like a really
Oh.
poor person on there and
That makes sense.
like make it a thing, but it's actually like the opposite. But it's funny because yeah, some people they like are like, yep, nope, that's nothing, and then you really think about it, you're like walking out of here with 200K, 300K when I came in with nothing.
Life changing.
I don't think it's life.
I think that's life-changing.
Stable for like a couple years at least.
No,
Anything over 200, 300K, like that's life changing.
if somebody gave me even $100,000, it could change my life completely. It's $100,000. I can do a lot with that. I can invest that. I can take just even $100 of that and do a lot with that.
Dude, you could get a car with that.
Yeah.
That
You know,
that's not
you
life
could get a
changing though.
car. If that's what I'm saying. You could buy. You can't even buy a full price house. Like you would. You know. You're
No,
like,
but I
it's
could
like
get a
quarter of
camper.
house.
I could go
It's
live in a
much.
state that allows for a camper to be set up on a piece of land, and then boom, I've got a homestead.
I'd say the best.
You
way,
could-
you know, travel.
You could get some
investing,
excavation equipment. Sorry, continue.
to invest in something, a business.
Bury
or
myself in.
Travel, do something, but you know, you
You
can
could-
quit your job, live comfortably for what, like a couple years, a year.
I wouldn't
or
quit
two?
my job. Now, 100,000 isn't quit your job life changing. That's not. No,
You get 100,000, you're still working. You're
$1 million isn't quit your job life changing. You know what I mean? No, 100 million. I'm like, okay, let's talk about early retirement.
100 million. That's comfortable retiring.
Yeah.
Private jet money.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't use a private jet, but that's there
That's what
you
I'm
go.
saying.
Yeah. I would take it once for one really special occasion.
I think Mark Cuban, when he was younger, he like bought a lifetime pass for I think it was like 20 grand at the time. He bought a lifetime flying pass anytime for his
That's
class.
genius.
Anywhere. They only handed out like a couple hundred, he said, and he took it and he was flying for free for the rest of his life for $20,000 on anywhere.
That's pretty
anytime,
sick.
lifetime pass, and he said that changed his business, like because he can go anywhere, anytime, and for free. So, and he said he had it for his whole life up until a couple years ago, and then he sold it to his friend because he ended up buying his own private jet.
Well, at that point too, like he probably understood like so many things that he could just make every trip that he takes on a plane be a tax write-off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like on top of that, like like I need to get to that business deal. Like he's there.
Exactly.
He's there quicker than I can
Exactly.
close and anything. To pay off any flight for the rest of your life, I think that's worth it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Frontier just did that. Frontier did a lifetime, or not lifetime, excuse me. It's a like I think a year or two annual pass. $350 for Frontier right now. You can fly anywhere from Frontier though. So, but it's like there's blackout dates on holidays and stuff. But you spend $350 and you can fly basically to any of the airports that go through the airline. So like
$350 or 1,000?
$350 for the whole year to fly anywhere, anytime. It's $1 to fly. You can go 24 hours before. So you want to just take a trip, you know, book it 24
Not bad
hours
at all.
before.
Yeah.
There's-
Not a sponsor.
no, if
Yeah,
you're
that's pretty
flying
cool.
frequent, you can, I'd say if our flying passes,
Yeah, flying
just to make
passes
that
are a good
investment.
idea. Yeah.
For sure.
If you're a frequent flyer, that they're a good idea.
Thousand, I don't know. Yeah, Deal or No Deal's okay. I like
You like Deal or No Deal Survivor, obviously.
well, that's Deal or No Deal Island. It's basically like a twist of both.
Oh,
That
yeah.
Howie Mandel bought that and started that. So
Love Island and all that shit.
well, Temptation Island, Love Island,
Yeah,
too hot
Temptation
to handle.
Island is the one I like, right? Or is it Too Hot to Handle?
You like Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Temptation
Yeah,
Island.
yeah, that sounds like you, dude.
Temptation Island is a show where couples go on, already a couple together. They go on, like 5 couples go on an island,
Oh
and
no.
there's a guy. There's a guy.
That's
literally
why I
already-
like it.
There's a guy named Mark Cuban who's not the real Mark Cuban.
That's hilarious.
He's not the real Mark Cuban, but he's named Mark Cuban. He's the therapist on the island. But they come in as a couple, and they have to talk about them. And basically, there's like some past, prior, non-trusting issues or history, obviously present. So they come in, they're like, "This is your last test," to tempt them. So they put them separate in a house. They take all the girls, put them in a house. Take all the guys, put them in a house. And then they bring in like 20 rando girl and boys, and they put them in the opposite sex houses with
This
the
is
couple.
this is awful.
I
hate
love
this.
this one.
This is like
It's so great.
it's so corrupt. But they put them in a house with their significant others, and then they have to be separate on the same island, and you have to watch videos like each week and be like, are they doing stuff basically in the house like when I'm not there? So that's why
I
they're
would just
tempted.
cry the whole time.
So that's why they're tempted, and there's like really like they try to put like attractive people that are their type, putting them in on them and be like, go for this person, and they like try to like literally break up their shit, and the whole time the guys are like, they're either I'm not doing it, I'm not, and then there's some guys that are like, let's go,
Yeah, all in.
Yeah, but and then they have to come back at the end and decide if they want to be together or like break up basically. So it's like the final test of the relationship if they're gonna actually settle down and want to be with them. But most of the time it gets wrecked. Like 90% of the time, 90% of the time, it's not looking. It's not
just like
looking
throwing
great.
your relationship into the shredder.
Yeah. Well, and it's great for TV, and like they talk about it, but like they work through a lot of stuff. But most people, like, yeah, they're really getting tempted. Like,
There's some people that find people on there.
well, yeah, they leave their significant others. They're like, yo, this person's way better, low key. Like, you can go now. Like, and I'm.
You can go
I'm
now.
They come back after a week, and then they see them a week later, and
I
they're
remember
like,
that.
Like, who are you? And they're like, dude, I came here with you. You're gonna propose to me. And they're like, oh, I forgot about that. Like, literally, like we live
Wow.
together. We live together back home. Like I have a dog with you. Like we're engaged. Like
it's crazy,
yeah.
dude.
But Temptation Island's on a whole nother level. Like Love Island's just like cute and playful and like fake and fun. But like
Love is Blind.
Temptation Island is like that's dirty. But and there's like a lot of risque scenes. Love is Blind is very set up, and like some of the people just go in there for clout.
That guy was on Villains, right? From Love is Blind.
Probably because it's all clout based. Like half of them don't end up together in the end. Like it's very staged. But like, and then there's Too Hot to Handle. Your favorite.
You gotta
one.
watch. You gotta watch the Love Is Blinds from other countries.
Oh, I see. I watched 90 Day Fiance. I'm on a whole other level. I watch 90 Day Fiance from other countries where they import people to be with.
Where they
Oh my
import people.
god.
And they import them from other countries and cultures, and it's always like either like an older woman with like a young money hungry guy, or it's like they need a green card, or like
Didn't you watch that one?
It's crazy. There's like 20 shows of it. It's 90 Day Fiance, before the 90 days, after the 90 days, and then there's 90 Day the other way. There's like all
What?
so there's like 20 different shows where they show them like before, after, during. They've been following couples. Like I've been watching it for I don't know, maybe like 10 plus years. Like since 2016, since they started most of
That's
it.
like Teen Mom when there was like constant updates on like the original Teen
Yeah,
Moms.
like how they just like milk
16 and pregnant.
the shit out of it, like literally. But
Catfish was another one at that time.
oh yeah, they finally ended that, which is
That's
They
crazy.
finally ended that, which has been going forever. But yeah, no, like 90 Day Fiance.
Right when it becomes a bigger thing now with AI, they're like, no,
I,
we're gonna
I was
end
just
it.
thinking that. I was just thinking that. They gotta bring it back.
I think at this point their view is like, if you're in this day and age and you're still getting catfish, like,
Then you're an idiot.
well, people know about this already. We've been talking about it for 10 seasons.
Yeah, well, they still got Chris Hansen.
But
so...
now they
Yeah,
can make
well,
like realistic,
I love
lifelike
Chris
videos.
I know.
Like they're
Those are
video
fucking good.
chatting.
Well, I was just talking about him about that. Like you can like render yourself, like from a male like recording to like a female even, and do like the whole like like
Yeah.
mouthing, like movements, animation, everything, voice. You can change everything. So it's,
Send me money.
yeah, literally, like you can be like a girl streamer right now and like doing anything, which is crazy. So like the perception is like, so you don't know who's behind what anymore or what it is.
Don't mind my weird looking toes. I'm gonna send you a picture. It's not AI generated. Don't worry.
Don't send it to me.
Well,
Not you. I know. This is.
no one wants to see that.
Send me money.
But that's most like any streamer, like girl streamers. They're just like, anyone could be that or do that or stream that now. Like even guys, can do whatever.
Even guys.
Yeah. Even old men, they can just, they want to be a girl streaming, go ahead.
If they want to be a girl streaming, go ahead. Yeah, that's. Imagine an old fucking dude who's just really good with tech, and he's just like, I'm gonna just scam some people, and he pretends to be a woman like on a stream, and he's just like, yeah, I'll play with you a little bit, and like he's saying all this like out of par wacky shit. He's just like, oh, you like that? You like that? Oh, I gotta catch my breath. Hold on.
Well, yeah, there probably is 10% of that, literally, which is crazy. They have stream houses that are like people just like getting like prostituted streaming of like all stream houses, and they're just cam like.
That was Andrew
and,
Tate
like,
did that.
Yeah, like cam girl, like literally. I was thinking about
Is that his name? Andrew Tate? Yeah, right?
That douchebag.
Yeah, exactly.
Bald.
The bald douchebag.
But yeah,
he's
like,
awful.
The cam houses where they're just like pumping out, content 24/7. Imagine like getting a house and you're like, we're gonna pay the rent. Come on, girls, like work, like each room.
Come on, girls, work.
Each room, like literally, like you're like pimping on cams. Like.
And they wouldn't even give them rooms. They would just give them like cubicles.
Well, it depends how many girls you got, but yeah, if you get like a 10-bedroom house, I mean,
you just like an open room with like
schedule and a rotation.
A schedule and a rotation.
No, for sure. But yeah.
All the guys watching start to realize, hey, all these rooms look really similar.
Is this why he was tried for human trafficking?
Yeah, that's part of it. But that was one of the things that he was doing is he had like a whole bunch of like.
Did he do the cam girl thing?
Yeah, he did. That was his legal shit.
That's a pretty basic like easy.
Yeah, he was doing prostitution though.
Well, yeah, yeah. You start at cams and you end at.
Exactly. You start at cams and you end at.
I knew a girl when I worked in a store a long time ago, when I was just becoming an adult, and she said what you just described sounds like what she went through exactly. And it was like not a reality show thing. It was just like
100% cams.
Just camming, I guess.
Just camming, I guess.
And it was not.
King Cobra's girlfriend. That guy we were talking about earlier too, King Cobra, his the girl like the crackhead girlfriend that came and visited him was like apparently a cam girl too. And that yeah.
She was like I was like, I was trying to be nice about it. I was like, oh, that's cool. She's like, no. And she was like, "Yeah, I pretty much had a pimp," and I was like,
Well, that's what I was
"Oh,
gonna say. Most
Oh Jesus!
you could do it like singly, independently, that's different, or like OnlyFans is different. But like to do it in a house where you're constantly like got a guy on a thing, like you're literally prostituted cam girl, like in
Yeah.
the house, like that's not fun at that point.
That's not fun at that. But when was it really fun at it? As sir,
this is
a lot of
this is why we need the revelation,
That's literally people need to.
the Book of Revelations.
the book. We need revelations to happen."
We need the rapture.
Well, most countries now are banning like a lot of like OnlyFans are banning a lot of that because it said it's tainting the younger culture and minds to think that that's okay and that's the norm and that's this and that when really it's like some people look at it as like that's evil, but there's all different parts of everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think at a certain point, I think what it's doing is it's probably cutting off funds to like people that own pornography sites, and those people are lobbying to have OnlyFans taken down because they're getting a large amount of their money taken away.
Yeah, they're cigarettes and OnlyFans
Exactly.
is weed.
Or vapes. OnlyFans is vapes.
Well, in their country, like when they already have like nothing.
Yeah.
Communism.
Yeah, because a lot of these countries still like support like shit like that, like drugs and vices and shit on the massive scale.
We don't support vices in our country.
Bring back the vapes. Bring back flavored vapes. Please bring back flavored vapes.
Bring back flavored vapes. Yeah,
the flavored vape, dude.
That was fucked up.
Nowadays is mint. It's just mint and like tobacco, and it's like no more flavored vapes. Are you serious? I can't have a berry. That's illegal.
I can't have no cotton candy. What the fuck?
Where is that illegal? The whole country?
Dude, yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Why? I work with a lot of people who have like bubblegum flavored nicotine vapes.
They're like aren't they like?
They're like bootleg.
Yeah.
You have to get them from somebody
Oh,
or
that's
know a guy.
scary.
Or get them from somebody know a guy nowadays. Used to be able to go to the store, they had walls of vapes. When you go to the tobacco shop, they had walls of like BC 500s, Elf bars, every flavor. Do one day stripped, one day, and like even in New York, you can't get them unless you go like under now. Like it's crazy. Somebody was like, "Oh, they still have them," in other parts of the country, which I've seen. But most states and places actually did ban them now completely, like everywhere. So you can't like import them.
Yeah, I thought it was federal.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a federal thing.
At some point, it's time to get a fume stick.
Just get an oxygen tank.
It's time to get. I would rather have oxygen than fume, honestly.
Another thing we're not advertising, but Fume, the company, where they sell like that, it's just air tubes, flavored air.
When you said that, I was gonna say that. I was like the oxygen bars. So like in somewhere they have like
this. All you do is you just hit a vape, but it has no vapor. That's what fume is.
Like the vaporless vape.
Yeah.
It's like terpenes in the core that you swap out when it runs out of terpenes.
Like the dry,
exactly.
Like the dry vapes, almost like the dry vapors.
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
So it's just for the sensation, like the hand to mouth, and for like the flavor.
Well, that's what people like. I know they go to like oxygen bars, so they have oxygen bars you can like pull up on the bar. They have flavor oxygen you can hook up to. So
that sounds amazing.
That's what rich people do.
That's what rich people do.
Rich people, when they're not on camera, they wear tanks around their heads, and they have oxygen tanks that flavored.
Well, they do like cell replacement, stem cell therapy. They do like
blood transfusions. They got a blood boy. Peter Thiel type shit.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, what does Joe Rogan do? Ice baths. What's the thing that he does?
Stem cell enema.
Yeah.
That's what Joe Rogan does. Stem cell enema.
Yeah, I'm on to like wellness, but like like I've done water journeys, but like especially like the oxygen, you can go to the oxygen bar, get all these flavors, that helps with like all different kinds of things basically, like they put stuff in them and you could just sit there and get flavored and just like you leave just like light and living,
Yeah,
Like-
oxygen's good. It gets you pretty high.
As you're like out of oxygen.
I was just gonna say I'm coughing over here, and I'm like, yeah, oxygen's good. I could use
Man, I
some.
love to breathe.
That was King Cobra. No more oxygen for him.
Yeah, no more oxygen for him. Holy shit.
You think he's in heaven or hell?
Ah, that's such a good question.
He'd be in hell.
He'd be wherever Ozzy is. That's what
That's
I like to think.
yeah, probably. Or well, I don't know if he gets a say in that, but but he would try his damnedest, no pun intended, to be where Ozzy is.
Yeah.
He likes Satan. He hailed Satan all the time.
Yeah, you'd choose. Yeah, it'd be like the Sorting Hat in Harry Potter, and you'd be like, "Listen, I just
He would love
want to go to hell."
He goes, listen, I just want to go to hell.
He's like wherever Jessica isn't.
He's like the characters in Little Nicky, which both
That's
of
what he's
you,
gonna say.
it's your
Literally
favorite
love
Adam Sandler movies.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite Adam Sandler movie.
It's my
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, you both love
What a
Little
good
Nicky.
soundtrack.
which is gonna soundtrack literally like
Yeah.
the song.
Cobra reminds me of the two guys that are in hell at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The Dark Prince is here.
It's an old and it's called Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. It's based in the 1930s, right? Black and white.
The original one.
Yes.
Yeah.
The characters, everything, like the brownstone, like the New York, everything is literally to a T.
Like Mr. Deeds.
Like he's sliding down the staircase, like everything is literally like to a T scripted, the exact same. And I
I
was
just
like,
forgot it was like a remake.
and I never knew either. I always thought it was like, original. I love that movie, and I'm like watching it, and I'm like, Adam Sandler, you bastard! Like
Adam Sandler, you
he just put
bastard.
New England soundtrack on it and just made it like,
Yeah, well, that's all he ever does with all of his movies.
Winona Ryder in that movie.
Yeah, exactly. She's the
just the
love
reporter.
interest.
That's
Yeah.
so much sense because she was like, like her name was Babe in that also, but she was like a news reporter, like a story reporter. It wasn't like a tabloid, modern day, blah, 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 blah. Back then, it was like.
This was the 30s?
Yeah, she was literally working for like the paper in the big city, and shit. It was like a whole thing based off that, and the vibe fit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
I know
vibe-
what you mean.
The vibe fit more for like the 20s reporter woman, like
Well,
like
yeah,
interest.
her fake vibe that she has in the movie where she's kind of acting
Yeah.
kind of feels like an early movie kind of vibe because she's got like a spunkiness about her when she's trying to think of things that she's like, oh, Dr. Pepper rescued me out of the tree. Like stuff like she like has like an old timiness about it, like when she's telling things. You get rid of that hump.
And actually, in this actual courtroom in the end, not like in like a city hall like auction thing. They're like actually they go to court actually, and he's going to give up all his money in court, and like it's a whole like more like stricter kind of scene.
Yeah,
like
it's
was
way more like 20th century,
Yeah.
like late 20th century, like Wall Street kind of
Yeah.
with the new Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
They got to remake that movie again.
Watching that, I was like, okay, well, that was a like
Like even without Adam Sandler,
yeah, that's
like
what I'm saying.
yeah,
Great story that turns into a modern movie.
yeah, exactly. Everything is based off something. That story was too good. Top tier. Yeah. Everybody knows That's My Boy is my favorite one, but Little Nicky is number 2. That's your third. What's your second? Mr. Deeds, yeah. I'd say That's My Boy, Little Nicky, and then 8 Crazy Nights. Yeah, that's.
I'd say I like just go with it as my fourth.
Just go with it. Come on. There's other better ones than that. It's good, but
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy?
like Big Daddy.
What?
First Dates is like a classic. And then
You never like Big Daddy?
yeah.
Oh,
But Blended was like his second sequel to Drew Barrymore and 51st Dates. Was Blended was a horrible movie, but that was like probably well I'd say
51st Dates was good.
I
Yeah.
would say his worst is the Hubie Halloween Netflix special.
Yeah, that's definitely is. And Righteous Six or whatever. That
Oh.
movie's awful.
Not Bedtime Story.
Bedtime Story is better than Righteous Six. I'll give it that. And that was a terrible movie. I do not.
What's the one? Grown Ups. I hate
That's
Grown
good.
Ups.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
done, but I like everybody in it as a group.
I hate the sequel.
I like the original is the best, but I
Yeah.
like everybody in it as a group together.
Yeah.
Like all the friends, like Kevin James, like
I get why you'd hate it though, because it's like kind of a fake movie.
I think you guys would like that.
You tell me the reason you don't like it, but I think the reason he doesn't like it is just because it's like kind of like it's the laziest Adam Sandler movie of all time.
I couldn't even tell you why.
I couldn't even tell you why.
I think it's just overdone. That's why it
Yeah.
Soundtracks, very. Soundtracks very.
Well, I think the last good Adam Sandler movie was Click, and that was like a 6.5.
That's a great movie. No, 6.5.
You know,
Click's amazing. Click is amazing.
to an extent.
To an extent.
I think I cried when I watched it. So
I cried too.
It's like 10 points for the the whole like time aspect with the dad and like all that stuff. Like,
It's a great
sensitive.
movie. I love that movie. I had that movie on a PSP. Yeah. The handheld, yeah. Yeah, music and played and shit. But yeah, Adam Sandler movies are great. That's
I like Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Twisted.
I just saw that movie for the first time ever. Like a year ago?
I was say months ago, but yeah.
Was it months ago? It was this year? That was a great movie, yeah. I was not expecting that.
Different.
Yeah.
It's
Spanglish. That's a movie I wouldn't watch with him. I do too, but I felt like when I watched that movie, it just bored me. Like Chocolat.
This is not Adam Sandler related, but have you guys seen The Chair Company?
I don't think you haven't seen that, right? You know I haven't seen it yet. I would have told you.
I was hoping you did.
No, that's the Tim Robbins one, right?
Yeah, Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson. Tim Robbins is the guy from Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah.
Best movie ever.
Yeah, but Tim Robinson is that guy who always looks surprised anytime you see him. He's in you ever see that movie I Think You Should Leave, the TV show I Think You Should Leave? What else was Tim Robinson in? He was in SNL for like a couple seasons. Detroiters, yeah. He's in a lot of random movies. This guy.
Not Detroiters. The Chair Company is probably the best comedy I've watched for a TV show, like a best comedy series I've watched in over a decade.
That's a high bar.
10 years.
I mean, there hasn't been that many good comedies in the last 10 years.
Things aren't
Comedy
as
really
funny as they
taken off.
used to be.
No, they're really not.
Yeah.
But I like I don't know if you ever seen documentary Now. That's like
Yeah, I like the Fred Armisen stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not Fred Armisen, but like that vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's got Fred Armisen in it,
Is
though.
it Fred Armisen?
Yeah. Well, it's got him and it's wasn't it him and was Will Arnett the other guy? Bill Hader. That's who it is.
So it's Bill Hader.
She loves documentary now.
Shows. They have they have like the girl from 60 Minutes in the intro.
The one that I love was what was it? The pancake one where they're all in line.
That's Portlandia.
Oh, that's Portlandia?
Yeah, so that's the one
Portlandia is
that I
great.
said. Portlandia was prime in its time. Same thing. I like Arrested Development too because it has, that's
That's Will
Will
Arnett,
Arnett
yeah.
and the family.
That Portlandia skit
But
was
Portlandia,
hilarious.
yeah, it's
Portlandia has a really good intro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you would like documentary now because it has that Portlandia feel to it.
yeah, but it's more serious, but like straight, like humor, like
Yeah.
it's funny.
It's like every
Seen it.
episode
I
is
think
like
I just
a
forgot parts of it.
yeah,
yeah,
like
makes sense.
there's $5 signs in it. They go to Mexico.
High dollar sign.
Because like a fake music band, and then they do a documentary as the music band, and it's hilarious. Blue Jean Committee.
Blue Jean Committee. Yeah, that
Yeah.
I remember that one.
It's very fun.
And they keep changing their name. No, that wasn't a part of the Blue Jean Committee. It was like a Grateful Dead like knockoff, right?
Yeah, yeah. Making
Yeah, documentary now was great. All right, you want to call it?
Yeah.
Up to you, unless you got any final words about any other TV shows.
I'm gonna double down on the Chair Company.
I'm gonna double down. All right, cool.
I told you, it's on my bingo card. The Chair Company wins an Emmy.
That is on your bingo card. And I think Dune's gonna get delayed. Hey, what do you think is gonna happen this year? Yeah, Dune. It's vying for the spot in Avengers Doomsday the same week of Avengers Doomsday. So either Avengers Doomsday gets delayed or Dune gets delayed. They're not gonna be on the same. I don't think. What do you think? In entertainment, what's on your bingo card for this year? What's one thing that you're thinking is gonna happen in entertainment?
I think that new Spider-Man movie with what's her name and
Sadie Sink.
yeah.
Punisher's in that also. All right. You think Spider-Man 4 is going to be big? That's
Tobey Maguire.
Is he going to be in it? Shit. All right. You're really making a gamble there by saying that Spider-Man 4 is going to be a huge movie. I'll put money on it.
I'm gonna give
yeah.
you a scene, and you guys have to watch it right now. You got to watch this,
Okay.
and also watch
The Chair Company.
Dino Blades later or whatever it's called.
Wow. That was something else.
This show is something else.
Was that from the Chair Company?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, everyone watched The Chair Company. We just watched a little clip of it, and it was definitely something else. What the fuck? And
My favorite show is Midnight Gospel.
Midnight Gospel. That's great.
Great show.
Yeah, yeah.
Great show. Great man who's in the show.
Great man.
Beautiful. It's a really good one. I also love anime on Netflix as well. Delicious in Dungeon.
That's
Delicious
the
in
best
Dungeon.
anime out right now.
Yeah.
One of my favorites for sure.
The best. It's so
Yeah, that
ridiculous.
one was good.
And it's gonna be like
Can't wait
another
for the
4 years
next
for a
one.
new season.
I can't even.
That's
wait.
crazy. I didn't know that.
Well, I'm just exaggerating probably, but like that's how the
Oh.
best anime are.
Literally, so good.
That is true.
It's
Yeah.
it's really really fucking good. I can't
Like
stress it enough.
I've watched a little bit of it. I think I told you about that.
It's the only anime I could get to watch with me.
Yeah, I love Delicious in Dungeon. It's really good.
That's
I
funny.
watched Initial D before.
Initial D.
It's like it's an anime about like he's a pizza delivery guy, but he's also like a Tokyo drifter, like car driver. It's really, really good. But I think I showed you that before.
Maybe.
I put it on, but he
Maybe.
drives the 8.6. He drives the 8.6, and it's like basically like the black and white car from Japan. But yeah, he drifts down like the mountain, and his like
That's
dad and him fix up the car. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I showed you that. But yeah, he's like, it comes
It's like
a street
anime Fast
racer.
and Furious,
Yeah, he
basically.
comes like a street.
He's delivering pizzas.
I mean, he works at the pizza shop, but he always leaves to go race. You know how
Oh,
that
okay.
goes.
So he's not like delivering
As
Spider-Man
he
quality
goes.
pizzas.
I mean, he started out just driving fast to deliver them, and then he realized, like, holy shit, like I can drift this car and I can go crazy. And like he starts street racing, and there's like different characters that pull
That's
up,
funny.
and
And
like
the D stands for drift, huh?
yeah, but he drives a dumpy 8.6, and his dad has a good 8.6, and then he like takes the engine off the other car and puts it in his, and he like steals the car and like makes his car the best car. But yeah, the 8.6 is like such a good car. I would import that car if I could import that car
I would import.
from Japan. But yeah, no. Initial D is probably one of my other top
Initial
favorites.
drift. Okay, that makes
They
sense.
got the sub and the dub. That one's really good.
I would recommend to everyone to check out Wonder Chosen, which is a 25-year-old TV show at this point, but watch it. It's really good. It's really fucked up. Yeah. Watch some clips of it, at least. Yeah. Yeah, Windy City Heat's awesome. Perry Caravello in his prime before he tried suing Johnny Knoxville. That's crazy. All right. This has been As the World Burns.